In fact, I was expecting only to answer questions, not make a speech. So, really, I think I want to underline some of the points our comrades have made about the 7th of October. You know, it's happening in a wider context. I think that the resistance itself in Palestine has, of course, didn't emerge on the 7th of October, it goes back a century. But this operation took place in the context of the war in Ukraine, which has revealed a weakness in imperialism, economically and militarily, which has sent a wave of hope around the world. It's also kept the resources of the imperialists very tied up. They are not in the same position they would have been to suppress Gaza 2 years ago because of the amount of material, economic and military they have been expending to try to destroy Russia, and failing despite throwing everything they have there. Now, in order to try to boost Israel, they are having to hasten their departure from Ukraine. Even while they try to keep it going, they're having to divert money and weapons. And even with throwing everything at the resistance, as Dr. Tamimi said, they've thrown so much at Gaza. They've shown they can bomb and destroy and kill, but the resistance is firm, and the wider resistance is growing. You know, the actions of Yemen, the Ansarallah movement, which is actually the legitimate government of Yemen. The actions of Hezbollah from Lebanon, the missile salvo that came, the drones and missiles that came from Iran to Israel, which didn't do lots of damage but sent a huge message about what has changed in the balance of forces. The message said, if we want to hit you, we can, anywhere we choose. The Lebanese resistance are showing the same thing. The Yemenis are showing to the whole world, if you keep going this way, there will be such shock for your economy, you will not be able to recover. All these messages, one after another, are coming to the USA, to the Zionist colony, to the whole imperialist world, and the whole of the rest of the world is watching. So we really are, I'd like to just emphasize that we are in a tipping point moment, and it's the same context in which the people in West Africa are coming up and rising together and kicking out not only the French but also the Americans from their soil and starting to gain their sovereignty after many, many years of terrible situation they've been in, first because of the fall of the USSR and then because of the criminal destruction of Libya and the cascade of problems and jihadism that's been sent around Africa in the wake of that. So when we look at these conflicts in the wider context and we see what they tell us about the balance of forces, I think we should be optimistic about the prospects for this period and what's possible for the people of